Hi everyone and welcome to Amanda's Book Bash. I'm Erin, your PaperPie story maker, and I just want to welcome everyone and thank you for joining us tonight. I have my Hocus Pocus shirt on in honor of spooky season and all those fun things. And I just wanted to share some books with you that are some of my favorites or ones that match the holiday season that we're currently in. I'm doing Halloween obviously because it is October, and so I did pre-record this video. Normally I would do a live, but I have a almost 11-week-old baby, and so I recorded this video in the event that I wasn't able to do my live so that I would still be able to share some books with you guys. Now, she is sleeping right now while I'm recording this, but if she wakes up in the middle, you may just get to see her. I'm kind of hoping she'll stay asleep though. So I'm going to just real quick go through these books, talk about the party a little bit, just as I would in my live, and then I will hop right off and we can carry on from there as normal with the party. So I do want to thank Miss Amanda for hosting with me, and for always being so supportive of me. She has been a good friend of mine for many years, since college, and I am very blessed to have her in my life. So my little is kind of stirring, so I'm just going to start going through books and go from there. So the first book I have is All Better. This is one of our reusable sticker books, and I will just quickly show you. The stickers are Band-Aids in this one, because it's talking about different animal friends who have boo-boos, and these are little vinyl stickers that are sticky on the back. And this book is great because it teaches kids empathy and talks about how we can help people feel better. The reusable stickers do have a tip on the back for keeping them sticky, and I will point out that we do have a 50% warranty on all of our books. So from the littlest of readers' books to the oldest of readers' books, we have a 50% off warranty. So that is always good to keep in mind. If you have a book that gets well loved and you need it replaced, just contact me and I will be happy to help you with that. So the next book I have is our Wipe Clean series. This is the alphabet one, but we also have some science and math, as well as other reading and writing skills. We have some cards in this series as well. They are called Wipe Clean because the book has a shiny surface, which makes it able to use all types of dry erase markers with it. So this one is the alphabet. I used it in my preschool classroom for small groups. I could open it to a page and have kiddos tell me what the letter was or what things were on the page, as well as trace and practice writing some of those letters. So this is our Wipe Clean series. I love these because it would be very easy to throw this in your bag and have it with you at a restaurant and give your kiddo that instead of a screen if they run out of things to do on the kids menu that they get, or if perhaps the kids menu isn't one that they can color on. This would be a great screen-free option in a restaurant. The next book I have is for adults because, let's face it, we also need books and things to do, and we can learn too. And so this is our Mandalas to Color. It is an adult coloring book. I think it is so pretty. I love that it has some of the foil on the front to be shiny, and when you open it up inside, there are all these beautiful mandalas to color, and it talks about some of the history of them or different ones. So like that page I just showed you was the Japanese inspiration. These are Chinese ones. And they're in Mongolian. And there are little bits of information on the page so that we can learn something too. Coloring is one of my favorite activities because I just find it so relaxing and it's just something enjoyable to do. I love that some of the pages have the negative space sort of situation going on with the black print behind the picture, just to kind of change it up. So that is our mandalas to color. We do have lots of other adult coloring books, so if you are somebody who likes to color, I highly recommend picking up some of these books. This is one that is for kiddos, but adults could do it too. This is our Magic Paint series. We do have some My First Magic Paint and then also Magic Paint, so we have some for the younger painters and older. These are like the old watercolor type pictures we used to get as kids. I used to do like Disney themed ones, but the pages on those were super thin, and so if you use the slightest bit amount too much of water, they would rip really easily. These pages are nice and thick, so I like that because you can use just a tiny bit more water and you're not going to rip your page. It also comes with a little page in the book or extra flap on the book to cover the pages you aren't painting. So if you want to keep the book together, you can, but the pages are also perforated so that you can tear them out to hang your pictures on the fridge. This one is the unicorns one, but we have several holiday ones, so there is a Halloween one. If you're looking for holiday books, when you go to the website, there's a tab on the side that says, to the right of the page that says seasonal. If you click on the seasonal tab, it will pull up all the seasonal books that we have, and there are categories you can choose. So there's like Easter, Christmas, Halloween, and that kind of thing. So that way, if you're looking for a specific holiday, you can go there. But I also like a challenge, so if you're looking for a specific holiday and want to find something and have questions, you can definitely ask me too. This is one of my favorite little characters, and I feel he is very appropriate for Halloween. This is Nibbles, and he actually has a new board book out. I cannot remember, I think it's Shapes. So we have 4 of this size book now. So this is his original story, this called Nibbles the Book Monster. But there's also a dino guide, a bedtime story, and a monster hunt in this size. And then in the board book size, which is good for your younger readers, there is a Christmas, a Shapes, a Colors, and a Number. And these books are just so cute. I love Nibbles. He is one of my favorite characters. We do actually have a Nibbles plushie as well, so it would be very fun to get different Nibbles stories and the plushie and come up with activities to do with him. You could turn the monster hunt book into real life by hiding him in your house. How cool would it be to do a very cute little Nibbles the Book Monster birthday for somebody, or different things like that. So Nibbles is a great little character. One of my favorite things, I used to read his to my preschool kiddos, is that the back page always has a hole on it, and my preschool kiddos loved to come up and peek through that hole at the back. So I used to pick the kids that sat the quietest to come do that. So Nibbles is definitely a favorite of mine. And the author Emma Yarlett also writes the next book I have, which is also kind of a little series, or there are multiple books by her that have a similar theme to them. This one is called Beast Feast, and again, I felt that was appropriate to share at Halloween. So this has recipes on the end pages. I don't know that they're real recipes because I think that they Oh, some of them are. There's like cupcakes and salted popcorn, a chocolate mud pie, different things like that. So you could take this little story and also turn it into a themed party. That would be super fun. But the story behind this story is that this little boy finds this monster's home, and they're going to cook him for dinner. And so the monster invites all of his friends, and there are these different little invitations inside the book to open up and read, and each invitation has a little recipe on it as well. So you could really make this book come to life with a themed party around it also. And I just think it's so cute. There is a Santa post, so if you're looking for some Christmas books, there is that one. There is also a dragon post, and I believe, is there a fourth one? I can't remember if there's a fourth one off the top of my head, but there's Beast Feast, which is great for Halloween. There's Santa Post and Dragon Post. I love these books because they have the interaction of opening mail inside of them, or a little note, or different things along that line, and can teach kids about writing letters and those kinds of things. The next book I have to share is one that I actually bought for my daughter, and I actually have a little story that goes with it that I'll share that kind of shows how great PaperPie is at customer service, and something that I've experienced as a customer myself, not just as a consultant or story maker. So this is one of their touchy-feely books. This is a series called That's Not My. We did my daughter's room in like a Disney animal Dumbo theme, and so I thought that That's Not My Elephant book fit perfectly with that little theme. So I wanted to order it for her, and I did. And they're touchy-feely because they have different little vignettes of different feeling things. Like the elephant's ears are Velcro on the front. And then here you can feel his trunk and different things like that. So there's just different textures all throughout the book. This would be great for a kiddo who needs sensory breaks. So not just even our littlest of readers, but also kiddos who just need something that's got some different sensory feels to it. Now the story with this is that when this arrived, the packaging was a little bit damaged, and when I opened it up, the book was torn on the back, which I was able to put a piece of tape over it. It's really not that noticeable, and it definitely isn't the worst damage I've ever seen on a book. But I was a little concerned that even with the tape, like the tape could eventually peel off or something like that. Plus, I just wanted a nice book to put in my daughter's room, and didn't want one that was kind of all torn up. So I contacted them and sent pictures of the damaged book, that it had arrived damaged. And they sent me a replacement book free of charge, and did not want this one back. So I kept the taped one, and it's in my inventory. I may end up selling it, or at a discounted cost, or give it away as part of a free book prize or something like that. But I lean towards the free book since it's damaged and I had it replaced for free. But the cool thing is that they did that for me. And I've had customers contact me with books that arrived damaged or not working because they were a noisy book or something along that line. And I contact Usborne, and they always are willing to replace that book. They definitely don't want you receiving books damaged or broken or that kind of thing. So I just love that about them. Same thing with the half price replacement side of things as well. Even though you're spending money to replace the book in that case, they still are wonderful at making sure that that process is as smooth as possible. So that's just something I really love about the PaperPie company. Now, this last book I have, I normally would have a flashlight for, but my foggy mom brain forgot to grab it before I sat down. And since I'm using my phone to record this video, I can't use the light. And I have the light closest to me turned off because my daughter is sleeping. So we will just talk about the book, and maybe I can, if I get to do a live video, I'll remember the flashlight. If not, then we'll just pretend. So this is a Shine a Light book. This is the series that made me fall in love with Usborne, now PaperPie. And it is Shine a Light are books that have a magical quality to them, in that when you're reading the story, you shine a flashlight behind, or a light source. You can take it outside if it's sunny, or use a lamp, or even just your cell phone flashlight. I have a little bike light that I usually use. But when you shine the light behind the page, and I don't know if I'm going to get enough light from somewhere. I'm going to try and not rip my book at the same time. But when you shine a light behind the page, a new picture shows up, and I think you can kind of see, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, a new picture shows up. So this one is the holidays and celebrations. It's a newer one. It's not brand new, but it's one that I really like because it has tons of different holidays and celebrations in it. And it's not just like Christmas and Easter and that, but there's also Eid and Hanukkah and some of those other holidays that maybe we don't know as much about because we don't celebrate them. There's Kwanzaa. I'm looking for the Halloween page currently because I do want to show you it. I believe there's a Halloween page. If I can find it, I will show it to you. Well, there is a Day of the Dead page. Let me see. There's also Halloween. Yes, there's Halloween and Day of the Dead. So, if I can find them, I will show them to you. If not, then maybe I'll post a picture in the group with a flashlight to show you how the book works as well. I think it's after this one. Yes, here. So here's the Halloween page, and it has kids going trick-or-treating and all of that fun stuff. And then there's also, like I said, a Day of the Dead page that talks about the ofrenda and the traditions that go with that holiday as well. So I think that's really cool because it has different holidays that maybe we aren't as familiar with if you don't celebrate them. And then at the back of the book, there is little blurbs about each of the holidays that kind of help extend some of the learning for it. So like for Halloween, it says Halloween began as a religious celebration in Ireland and Scotland, and now it's celebrated across the world. And then it also talks about like the Day of the Dead and things like that. So it gives you a little tiny bit more information. I think that this would be a great book to do like holidays around the world or that kind of thing. It would be very easy to take this and extend the learning past the one page that has each holiday, because you could do research about that specific holiday and come up with crafts or different things that went along with it. So I think that that would be such a cool, fun thing. And there are, I believe now, 23 different Shine a Light books, as well as Spanish versions of them. So if you are somebody who has a Spanish speaker or reader in your life, there is that option as well. Usborne and PaperPie are really working hard to make sure that they are inclusive with that. So they are having more and more books in Spanish. So I still do not have any of the Smart Lab toys yet. I've been meaning to buy one, but of course life has kind of gotten busy. So my plan is to buy one or two so that when I do these videos, I can show them to you so you guys can see the little STEM toy kits and how they work and things. So that's kind of my next step, is to buy a couple of those. I'm interested to see if perhaps they'll have some holiday ones. I did see recently there's a food truck one that's new that sounds really cool. I may get that one and then another kit, just to show you guys so that you can see like what the Smart Lab toys are all about. So but since I don't have any now, I unfortunately can't share them, but I do think they look really fun, and I love that they're also educational. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the party quick. I think a lot of people in the group have been in parties before. I recognize some of the names, but I still just like to kind of go over things. So the first thing is that the link for the party will go up towards the end. That is so you can spend the rest of the party just watching the videos and interacting on the posts. Ask lots of questions. Even if you think a question seems a little silly, it's likely that someone else has a similar question, and there are no dumb questions. If I don't know the answer, I will find it for you. And sometimes I'm even beaten by Miss Amanda because she has done enough of these parties. She knows the answers to a lot of questions as well. I do ask if you remember to tag me, Erin Wright, in your question, because then I get a notification and can go look at it right away. However, if you forget, I am really good at making sure I'm reading comments, and I will eventually get to your question. It just might take me a little bit longer if I'm not tagged, and that's okay. And also, like I said, Miss Amanda is really good at beating me to answering some of the questions. So she may even get your question answered before I get there. So those are kind of some housekeeping things. Don't forget to comment on all of the posts, because those comments get you entries in our drawing, and you definitely want a chance to win that free prize. So definitely be commenting. Also, if you have a question that you don't want to comment, feel free to message me. I am happy to answer questions privately or send recommendations via Messenger on Facebook as well. Kind of a last thing is that we just want to make sure that everybody is having a great time and enjoying themselves. So be sure to just kind of take your time. There is definitely no rush. The posts go up kind of quickly, but they are in numbered order at the featured/announcements tab at the top of the group. So if you feel like you're behind because I'm on post number 7 and you're on post number 3, no worries. You are not at all behind. This is at your own pace, and you are welcome to take as much or as much time as you need. What goes along with that is that if you happen to miss the party or need to step away and come back, it's easy enough to do that. You can just go to that featured/announcements tab at the top, and the post will be in numbered order there. Easy to find. So definitely be looking for that. I hope you commented on all the pre-party posts, but if you missed those, you are welcome to go back and look at them as well. They are also in the announcements tab at the top. So again, I just want to thank Miss Amanda for hosting with me, and I am looking forward to partying with all of you. I will see everybody over on post number 1. Thank you. Bye.